Hello, it's Jang here with a look at the LEGO Ninjago set known as Jay's Elemental Dragon. There's more to see here than just Jay's Elemental Dragon, but let's focus on the big main thing first. So check it out, it's Jay's Elemental Dragon. It's a big one. This is much larger than I expected it to be at first. Has a nice profile to it, looking at it from down low. Has some flow to the design. Has a good amount of articulation, not the best, but pretty respectable. The head is mounted on a ball joint, so you can really rotate that around quite a bit. This is a really interesting use of a part right here. Metalbeard's Metal Beard from the Lego movie, mounted upside down after being remolded in dark blue here. Nice use of a part. And then there's a steer horn added on the base of it, which is its top, you know, it's normally where the head would have been attached. That's used as just a little bit of a beard element. And of course, as always, you can open and close the mouths on these. I feel like this has a pretty nice expression to it. It's, once you see the face, it makes sense and it feels approachable to me. I don't know if it needed as many stickers as it actually has, but yeah, you can see, there's a certain human element to the face there. It's recognizable and, like I said, just approachable to me. And between the ball joint that's used for the head itself and then a couple of ratcheted joints here allow you to bring the head up quite a bit or kind of rear it back a bit like that. Just get a little bit of respectable posability. The feet have ball joints on them to allow you to rotate them around and always make sure that they get full contact with the ground if you want. You can move the two little talons there individually. It also has enough friction to be able to hold itself up wherever you want. Inboard on the legs up towards the top, it's using ratcheted joints, so there's even more strength there. And the tail has a bunch of small joints that allow you to just whip it all around different kinds of ways. You can curl it up, you can kind of give it a little bit of a waving motion, a little bit of flow to it. It also has elements at the end that can be individually moved around. A little stinger tail, electrical stinger tail. And because you can move that out of the way, you can get this to stand up. And that's a pretty impressive pose in and of itself, and really just highlights how large this is. I mean, look at it fully standing up relative to a minifigure. That's pretty serious. So again, much appreciation from me for the size of the thing. Relative to other components, I'd say the wings are a little bit of a letdown. You can only move just this section. You can't move the individual kind of feathers. I mean, these little bits in here can be changed in angle just a little bit, but you can't change this out here. You can't move these individually. They have hinges there, but they're actually attached right now with studs, and that's the way it's supposed to be to really stay together. So, you can move these around a bit. You can kind of bring them in like that while you're on the ground, bring them down, but not too much. It would really have been nice to be able to move kind of the shoulder blades, if you will. There's a closer look in at Jay's seat, and he's holding on to the golden reins of the thing right now. You are able to put him in place with both katanas in his scabbard on his back without modifying anything, so I really appreciate that. Because too frequently with Lego sets, you have to remove all kinds of weapons and sometimes armor even, or cloaks and things just to get a figure to sit in the seat. So he's actually sitting forward from the proper seat piece under there, but I think that's fine. As long as you can put him in the correct place, hook him up to the reins, that's all good. This is a blow dart gun thing set up on the back, so it's actually a tube piece, not just a bar. But you can't actually use that, but it's nice to have the element there. You see these little trans blue elements sticking through there? Well, it's just a little bit of a hint of the built-in shooters, spring-loaded shooters that are built into the shoulder blades there. So you get two of those, one on either side, plus one spare bolt included with the set. This is kind of in the way though, or the head is kind of in the way. So if you want to shoot with those, you need to move the head out of the way. Best to bring the head up, and then that gives you plenty of clearance down below. Before I move on, let me just give you a good solid 360-degree look at this glorious animal. I feel like the color scheme is done well on this one. There are a lot of pieces that had to be done in either black or gray unless they were going to come up with new colors for them, and I feel like they did a graceful job of integrating those off colors, base colors into this without clashing. Overall, it just has a good amount of consistency to it. It's colorful, it's bright, there's a lot of contrast, especially between the white and the dark blue, but I feel like it has a consistent level of contrast from head to tail. This flyer is small, but I'm glad that they set it up so that you can use both of the included representatives of the Sky Pirates side, that are included in the set. You can attach both of them to the thing. It also has space for all of your figure accessories for that side. Her main sword is attached to a clip over here. You get a couple of additional pirate swords down beneath that are just used for decoration, but you can also take them off and use them. There's a wrench over here for wrenching on the thing, and the Robo Monkey on the back is able to hold on to two accessories at the same time. That's just a flagpole back there, kind of a banner, has stickers on it, and obviously you get the 6-shooter on the front of this, so stud shooter that can shoot off all of these. I'm not going to do it right now because it just goes everywhere. I'll shoot one of them. There we go. But with that many things, they're going to go all over the place. Fortunately, they do give you a full set of an extra half dozen of these particular gray studs. So if you lose any, you'll still be okay. The two figures in the set are Jay and Siren. Siren has the recolored Black Widow hairpiece in black, super useful. And Jay has a glorious color to his emblem on the front, which is a combination actually with silver underneath, and then they put blue over that and they edged it with purple. Purple! Yes! Finally got the purple back. But that just looks really cool to me. I definitely like that. It makes it stand out a little bit from what they did with Zane. It still has the blue on there, but this is nice. Lots of colors with the pirate figures. Always, you get the scabbards, including an extra weapon on the back, just kind of a short sword. They call it a dagger, but it's really a short sword for Siren, and the two katanas for Jay. Jay gets some of that metallic purple on the back of his torso as well. Very nice. You can see how that has a shine to it. And you get an alternate face for Siren, or do we call her Siren? Either way, you know who she is, and there are the main faces uncluttered from the front. Monkey Wrench here is a wonderful throwback to the original minifig armed monkey design, but it is a new mold for the body. You can pretty clearly see that the eyes and ears are done differently, but still the same basic concept with the actual minifig arms used there. You can configure that around a little bit, but he's got this harpoon launcher in his hand, which does not allow him to just stand normally. You either have to have that on the ground to hold him up, or you need to clip him onto something. Like I just made a quick little temporary base to put him on. You can ignore that, but you're limited in posing possibilities. You really need to attach him to something with with a bar that is steady. Otherwise he's just going to be on the ground. He works best on all fours. This is a very nice launcher though, nicely done there. I'm happy to see that, and I'm happy that it actually works properly, and you just shoot that off. It takes the chain with it, doesn't go too far, but you get it out there. I kind of stopped it a little bit with my thumb there accidentally, but with a little more practice and getting the right angle on it, it actually does the trick. And with a little bit of skill, a little bit of practice, you can actually catch on to things with that. So that's pretty cool. I like the metallic colors used here. It would be nice to get some other elements, some other figures or something spares to get more metallic arms to go with this. But I look forward to seeing this in different colors, just organic colors with this new mold in the future. Last up, the Sword of Souls in this set has Nia trapped in it and expressing her power here. The blade is surprisingly light. It uses the trans light blue color, and that thin almost ends up looking whitish, especially with the white that's built into there. So that's kind of interesting that they went that far on the lightness scale for her water powers. The set is called Jay's Elemental Dragon, and I'm sold on Jay's Elemental Dragon here. The other stuff that's included on the pirate side, the extra figures and the flyer, that's just bonus stuff to me. I think that this is cool just with the dragon, and it's great to get the extra add-ons. Thank you for watching this video, and if you have any thoughts that you would like to share with myself and more importantly the rest of the viewers, be sure to leave a comment down below. Talk to you again soon.